Hey Gemini gang, what's up y'all? Happy Sunday. Happy birthday all June 11th. Geminis, turn up, turn up, turn up. All Gemini placements, take what resonates, leave the rest. Take it how it resonates with you and your situation, okay? Personal reading, oh my gosh. Personal readings are in the description box, y'all. There is a discount on 30-minute readings right now, so check that out. You guys, all that's in the description box, okay? Yes, hit those likes, hit those likes, hit those likes, Geminis. Hit that subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, okay? Alright, also guys, my social medias are in the description box, okay? I don't have any other social medias, so please don't get scammed out here in these streets, okay? So we have purpose here. Okay, and the affirmation for purpose is, I know what I'm here to do. Geminis, you know what you're here to do. But we have indecision here. So is there something you're undecided on? I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yes. And then we have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So I just got choked up before I said that. So some of you guys are needing courage or something. I don't think I want to read courage. I think I've read courage before, but I will read indecision because I got to know what this indecision is. All right. Your soul is spirit manifest in the physical dimension. Absolutely. Even though you may feel limited by the constraints of your body, your connection to the infinite wisdom of the universe is always available to you in the form of intuition. You are never alone when making any decision. Spirit only wants the best for you, and by listening to your inner voice, you will always be guided by the proper outcome. All you have to do is ask. The expectation of others is only an illusion, and I've said this to you guys, especially in a lot of one-on-ones, with the expectation of others is an illusion. You are not born to listen to fear. You were taught to listen to it. Visualize any decision in your life as a fork in the road. How does your body react when your imagination travels down each path? At first glance, you may look easier at traverse, but the destination will cause anxiety and a heavy heart. Another path may be more difficult to walk, but the destination will feel light and calm. When you silence your mind and listen to your intuition, the signpost will always be obvious. So I talked about intuition in the last reading. The last reading was a love read, and I feel like for a lot of you, you may have decisions to make regarding love. So I feel like you're needing to go with your intuition, go with your gut, and I said that in the last read because I feel like a lot of you guys may have options to choose from. What is with the cards today? Like, what is this? Take that one because it flipped over, but my goodness. You may have people fighting, competing for you, or you have somebody in your energy. Their energy is very potent. Or this is you, Geminis. The 10 of Pentacles. So we're starting off with prosperity. Could be family. Ooh, the Judgment. Healing generational curses. The Sun on the bottom. Hell yes, Geminis. Love to see it. Love to see it. So I'm seeing here, Geminis, when I see this combination, the first thing that always comes to my mind is something to do with your family bloodline, because the 10 of Pentacles can be about your ancestors. So you may have your ancestors looking out for you, because this card is a big angel in there. So that you may have somebody around you, Geminis, that is an ancestor now, that has passed on, that is watching over you, Geminis. Could be a father figure. Holy shit. The Ace of Cups, I'll take that one because it's on the top. New beginnings. But the Ace of Cups too can also be about your intuition. And I feel like a lot of you guys may know. If you do have an ancestor around you, or a family member or whatever the case may be that has passed on around you, you know it's them, Geminis. You know intuitively that it's them. You may not be sure on the conscious level, but you're subconsciously, you know who it is. Geminis. The Seven of Swords. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords as well. And I'm seeing the Knight of Cups on the bottom. So with this, Geminis, I feel like, especially with this Seven of Swords here next to the Courage card, I feel like some of you guys are dodging something. Could be your intuition. You're not listening to yourself. Geminis, you may be, how can I put it? You may also doubt your intuition, Geminis. Like you're not totally confident in your abilities. But I feel like Spirit gives you signs that, you know, your intuition is on point. But I feel like a lot of you guys doubt yourselves a lot. You feel like, you know, what you're seeing or what you're feeling isn't totally accurate. And like I said too, some of you guys are meant to break generational curses, because you may come from like a long line of like intuitives, and each one of them pretty much avoided their calling, Geminis. The Judgment is the call. Yep, each one of them may have avoided the calling. And I feel like you are here to not do that. So take that however it resonates, Geminis. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have, yep, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords. There's the Knight of Pentacles again. It came out again. So yeah, Geminis, I feel like you have someone here that, and I feel like, again, take it how it resonates. You have someone here that's like trying to wake you up, but you may not be listening. Geminis, for some of you, you're not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to what Spirit is telling you or what your guides are telling you. You're kind of going with what you know. You're not going with what is your path. Now, I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to, you're going to find your right path. This could also be a person too in your energy that you know you're meant to be with or whatever, but they may not be on their act right. Let's say that, Geminis. But I feel like they eventually will. I'm just seeing, now didn't this card just come out earlier with the Seven of Swords? Yeah. Someone's not doing what they really want to do, and they're stressed about it. I'm seeing the King of Wands here, and I'm seeing the Emperor here on the bottom. So, yo, Geminis. Okay. So I'm gonna say this. Some of you have multiple people. I'm gonna say that now. But I do feel like, Geminis, it's as if someone is feeling guilty because they're not doing what they want. I gotta find out more, because what? I do see someone is stressed. Someone's really stressed because they're not able to do something that they want, or they're just not doing it. And it could be a number of reasons why they're not doing it. You know, they're afraid of what people think, what people's going to say. You know, they're afraid of judgment, Geminis, and this could be you. Like, you know, if it has nothing to do with if it has nothing to do with the love situation, like, you know, a career path or some type of mission you're supposed to be on that you're not doing because you fear judgment, because you fear people are going to, you know, have something to say, or whatever the case may be. You may even have people around you that are judgmental, like family members and things like that. But I feel like something here, Geminis, that you might be overlooking is Going to bring you a lot of prosperity. Like you're going to be like the first person in your family to do this. Even though your whole family had the juice. So I'm using the intuition as an example, but it could be, you know, say you're a singer. You come from a long line of singers, right? But it never really got off the ground for anyone. And I feel like it's going to be you that does it. If you can get past, you know, the feeling like you don't deserve it, or feeling like, you know, people are going to abandon you or judge you or whatever the case may be. Feeling like you're not worthy. Feeling like you're not really a singer, you know what I mean? But Geminis, I feel like the stress energy could be you. Take it how it resonates, of not living in your truth. Someone's not living in their truth. Yes. And what's interesting here is this courage card kind of reminds me of Leo, and you have the King of Wands here with this lion here. So I feel like something here is requiring you to have courage, Geminis. Like take a leap of faith. Oh, wow. Yep. The Three of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. I'm seeing the Hierophant on the bottom. So this makes a lot of sense, Geminis. Some of you guys grew up a certain way. And like I said, your family may view things in a certain way. And I feel like you're not doing something because of what other people are going to think. Or you have this fear of feeling like you have this imposter syndrome. Like, this isn't me. I'm not a famous writer. I'm not a successful singer or producer. You know what I mean? So always be cautious of those thoughts that you have. For a lot of you, this is something creative, especially with the Queen of Cups here over the Ace of Cups. There's something creative here, Geminis, that you're needing to dive into. That's what I'm getting with that. For others of you, it's a love. It's a lover that might be outside of your norm, and this could be reversed too. Like, if you know who this person is, it could be you that's outside of their norm, and they don't want to be judged or whatever by their family or whatever the case may be by being with you, Geminis. What the hell? The King of Wands again. Crossing the same cards. What the hell is going on here? Geminis, I feel heavily like, for some of you, this is a person. Now, I will say this. With this King of Wands here coming up with the Seven of Swords, some of you might be lacking confidence, which is what I've been picking up for you since the beginning of the reading. Lacking courage. I think that's what that is, Geminis. Some of you guys are needing to step into a more leadership role, because a lot of you are here to break curses, break generational curses. Like I said, you come from a long line with the Fool on the bottom, Geminis. There's something here that's requiring you to take a leap of faith. There's something here requiring you to take a leap of faith, especially with this purpose here. You come from a long line of something. Like I said, take that how it resonates, Geminis. But I feel like a lot of people in your family were really good at something. And it may be something outside of the norm. Like I said, I use a singer as an example. You know, it might be everybody in your family might know how to sing, but nobody has the courage to go for that as a career. You know, or take what I do as being, you know, a tarot reader, intuitive, spiritual coach. You know, I may come from a long line of people that are intuitive, but they never used it. You see what I'm saying, Geminis? So I feel like you're here to utilize something that nobody else before you has. Am I gonna pull any oracles? I am, if I can find them. Okay, I guess I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull any oracles, Geminis, because a lot of them are not near me. But yes, Geminis, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Hit those likes, hit that subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace out.